champion. Are you number one? We can fit on me on. Girl, you're bad, you are me champion. Me no see no one again in the competition.
Hey, my name is Jeff and welcome back to the podcast.
It is I, La Chef, back.
And FUNKEEEE.
Yeah, we have our guest back again in the building, back in the studio, because today she's going to enlighten us. No, not grill us.
No, grill you.
It's your idea. This is why you come with bad ideas. Like seriously, Jeff,
that was never my idea. That was your idea
like
from the beginning.
Like I told you today, let us do story time. You know, keep things simple. But no, you're like no. I'm choosing violence today. No, today we're going to allow.
The thing is, we actually have the last episode to prove that what you're saying is demonstrably false.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
We can prove it.
Ew.
I have evidence.
Or were you sponsored by tequila too?
Wow.
It was not you.
I was sponsored by Bailey's for men.
Yeah.
That's why I said that. It was not you.
Oh yeah, word of the day.
Word of the day, indeed. Word of the day today is...
Confusion.
Confusion. Well, it's self-explanatory. You all know we're about to get confused.
Even more.
Because these questions, I have no faith.
All of you guys that sent in questions, why are you like this?
Yes.
Why are you like this?
No, but...
shout out to my ladies that send out the questions.
Yeah, shout out to them.
you.
Shout out to them. Thanks for participating. Thanks for the questions. We're going to try to answer them as fairly and as honestly as possible.
Yeah, I remember. This is our own opinion. Like, if we can help...
we are here to have fun, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I haven't seen the questions, but...
We haven't seen them, but anyway, what we're saying is not gospel, so...
Yeah, so it's our opinion.
Yeah.
If we can help bring some insight and clarity for you.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
We're here having fun, saying what we can, and it's our own...
Yeah.
Our own topic. It's our own what we think. It doesn't have to be right, but it's our own opinion.
Yeah. So what are we drinking today? You're drinking Bailey's?
Yeah, Bailey's for men. Sponsor.
Distinguished man.
Distilled.
Can you imagine it's been called a distinguished man not so long ago?
Really?
Yes.
By whom?
The chef. See me. Hi, they know me. They know me everywhere in the
It's been called a
street.
distinguished man.
Wow, distinguished man.
Yeah.
Not average.
No,
Not average Muzuzu.
No,
Not the rest of
Mediocre
us.
minds.
we don't do that here.
That's far. That is far. Actually.
No, I just asked because I know some people are called like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Not today.
we all know that. We all know that.
Today I'm drinking Bailey's. A fan bought me Bailey's.
Yeah.
A fan. Yeah.
So to actually put things in perspective, what we're actually doing is going to be more like a Q&A. Because last episode, if you haven't listened to that one, you probably should start there. It's going to give more insight in what we're about to do today.
Yeah, more clarity.
So basically, we're just answering questions that ladies wonder, that have for guys, what they don't understand that guys do or how guys think.
Like how we guys have perfect beards.
Yeah, how we're always right.
I don't know the questions. Stop.
How we
the
are always
questions are
right.
coming.
Yeah. I'm just like, confused.
So, okay, without further ado.
Yes.
We
pick the question randomly, or it's just...
she's the one who's like managing the question. So she does as she sees fit.
Okay, let's start like with easy questions, funny questions. You know.
I'm not ready.
Then that's why, because we're just going to be warming up.
I'm
easy
ready.
questions. Like
it's your idea. I'm saying it's your idea.
Ready when you guys are?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Hit us. Hit me up.
So, why is it that you guys don't use lotion on your body?
Wow.
Like, why?
Okay.
Yo, actually, the funny thing is, I know so many guys, including myself. Well, always has she. It doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter whatever you do.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Right? So if I have to answer why we don't use lotion, right? Like a wise man once said, a wise young man, after taking a shower, dresses up first and then put lotion on the rest.
Wow.
Okay, I don't support that. I do not. I have
baby oil,
coconut oil, cocoa butter.
Yeah, no, but it's a legitimate question.
But I think it's some people don't use lotion.
Some people don't use lotion because they don't see the use of it. Some actually have allergic reactions to it. Some are just too lazy. Some just think like, since I have like long pants, nobody's gonna see underneath the pants, so why should I bother?
But use the shower oil. At least if you're lazy to put on oil, just use shower oil.
Yeah.
Then you do, you know.
2 in 1.
2 in 1.
I can't relate. I use lotion in King of the Street.
King of the Streets, you know why you use that lotion for?
Wow.
All types of massage oil.
Wow. Oh my God.
You know what you use that lotion for. But anyway, for all the guys who don't use lotion, you should actually try to do it. It's a good way to show that you take care of yourself. That you can take care of yourself, that you take the time to take care of your skin, because the skin is actually your biggest, what do you call it? Biggest sensory.
Yeah.
Sensory
You don't have boobs, guys. You don't have boobs.
Actually,
you have skin.
Exactly. And on behalf of, the normal girls that think like me,
Normal girls.
Yeah.
good looks really are attractive. It helps. It really helps.
Whoever said like
look.
real men smell diesel or gas or dirt, lie. So it's good to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially behind the elbows. Yo should moisturize their elbows. Yo, fellas.
Experience.
How dare you?
I had to check my own. Yeah, today I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
Today, just today.
Yeah. So should I continue?
Yeah, let's go. Hit us up. See, we are on fire. We give insight.
I'm starting with just easy one. What do you feel the need to adjust your balls in public?
That's a good question.
Okay.
Because they are really uncomfortable when they get stuck to your thigh.
And that's facts.
Oh, they are just heavy.
Chai!
Yeah.
Okay. I can't stand behind that, because my body is able to carry their weight, right? That's just me.
Maybe they're heavy and they need someone to come. No.
But what I can say,
A lift.
you're not good for this. You're not good for
Then
this.
why do it in public?
No, but the thing is, generally when people do that is because when you walk, for example, when you're active, you sweat, and when you sweat, they tend to get stuck to the side of your thigh, and there is no more uncomfortable feeling than that.
Okay.
You
So
girls
it's
don't have
necessary.
balls. So girls
Yeah.
don't have balls. You can't relate.
But they can relate with that. If you get a wedgie, for example.
Yeah.
If you get a wedgie, that's pretty much the same feeling. So you feel the need to adjust it so that you.
Or your boss is just too heavy. So you need support.
Yeah. Apples.
Wow.
This is why we need to have an endorsement from Apple.
I know, right? Apple, where are you?
Yeah. Apple, where are you? So
Okay.
hit us up.
Exactly. The next question is, what do you think women can do casual dating without getting attached?
Why do we think women can't or can? Can't do casual dating without being attached? Because they cannot do the casual dating without being attached.
Amen.
Not all women.
We're not talking about anecdotes, right? We're talking generally. Generally, they cannot. Generally, they
Why do
cannot.
you think so?
We don't think so. It's a fact.
It's a fact.
It's a demonstrable fact.
Say so.
You're gonna give your streets wisdom on that one, but I'm just giving the scientific wisdom, like the one the research has been made on. It's because you're emotional creatures, so you'll get attached. The more you are with somebody, the more you think about that somebody, the more you get attached. Whether you want it or you like it or not, you can actually try to go left and right, but there's always that one somebody who has a special place, and that's the one you get attached to. And the reason why a lot of guys think like women cannot balance casual dating without feelings involved is because most of those guys who say that has been in a situation where they wanted a casual relationship, but then they got trapped.
Okay.
True.
Yeah.
It has never happened to me though. No, king of the streets.
You know how to manage. You know how to navigate the streets.
Hey, GPS.
GPS.
Hey.
GPS. So that's just my honest opinion, and that comes from the fact that I've been reading about this quite a lot. And
I agree with you on that one. I do agree with you on that one.
yeah,
Okay, next one.
Why do you look happy now?
she's going
We
through
are
the
getting
hard
there.
Hey.
Why do you guys think that sleeping around, like you think it's cool for you guys, when you sleep around it's cool,
Yeah.
but when it's a woman sleeping around, you
It's
call
not
her a
cool.
slut. You think like
Really?
she's a
People do
slut.
that?
Because again, like no,
Wow.
Wow.
hey,
Already.
no, yeah. Again, like a wise man once said,
Wise man.
a key that opens all the doors is a magic key. but a door that is opened by old keys is a useless door.
Wow.
I read that somewhere. Okay, just so we're clear.
Okay, I think I just do agree with that one. Just so you know. Like,
just so we're clear, that was just a funny one.
Okay.
Right? If we have to answer actually honestly to that question, that's just my opinion, right? My opinion is that in most cultures that are actually especially built on religion, like Judeo-Christian or Muslim cultures or other stuff, right? People had a set of values and a set of rules. And in those set of rules, going around for a woman was never an option. So obviously, a woman who does that is not seen as somebody who has value.
Okay.
So they use words like a slut to actually shame her into complying with how things work in a society. So
but it's not in every society. Some societies don't see it, don't care, but some take it super high regard.
Yeah. And the funny thing, which is actually a plot twist here, is like if you actually look closely, the one calling out the women sluts are actually women.
Yeah, that there's some truth in that. It's true.
Yes. So it's mostly women shaming out the women.
Not the men.
Who doing that? Men usually don't
do that.
Yes.
Okay,
let me give you a question.
Let
me ask a question from this one. So you two, would you rather sleep with a woman that have not been around?
Yeah.
If you had to choose between a woman that have been sleeping around and a woman that have not been around.
Like if she has a high body count or not.
Exactly.
Okay, let's put it like this. Like a wise man said.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
No, me, I'm asking you personally, not a wise man. I'm asking you, would you rather?
Yeah, listen.
Would you, like,
ladies and gentlemen,
if you were to be given a chance to choose between...
Okay, given the chance to choose, I think most men definitely choose the one that doesn't have a high body count.
Yes. For what?
For what reason? It's very simple. Because somebody who's been around usually is seen as someone who's not really stable. That means she's pretty easy to get. Okay. And nobody wants to have someone next to them who they see as being easy to get. Like as soon as I'm not around, somebody can actually come and snatch her from me. So it kind of makes it feel like you can't go to a shop and buy the shirt that everybody tried on.
Bruh.
Okay.
Like a wise man said. That's not me. That's the wise man. That's the wise man.
So, like Jeff, what do you think?
What would
you choose? My own personal, you do have a point. Like you want somebody you won't be worried that she's easy to
access.
Yes, when you're not around. Yes, but the body count, not body count. Personally, I don't care.
It doesn't make any difference.
It doesn't make any difference. It's all about the individual. Asking on the street. For me, body count, no body count. I don't care. All it is about like the individual, who the person's character, and you don't want somebody who you're gonna leave alone and then you start being worried like somebody's gonna go collect when you're not there. So
I wanted to add on that on top of what I said before, right? I wanted to add on that. Another thing is that obviously it doesn't really matter. It depends on each and everybody, whatever you prefer. But a lot of ladies in particular, and some guys too, think like it's better to go with the high body count. Okay. Because a high body count person have the experience.
Yeah.
She had the time to go around. She knows a few things. She knows a few tricks. So whenever she gets you, in the rain, in the room, boom, boom. It's not a matter. I'm just saying.
Okay, so you're saying that you say that you prefer a low body count.
Yes.
You said it doesn't matter. Personality.
Yeah. It doesn't matter personality, but high body count, like you said, experience.
Yeah, if you have to choose, I would prefer that. Another thing also is that the reason why it's viewed, I mean, that's my opinion. That's how I would think. The reason why it's viewed like when a guy can actually score a lot is seen as super, and when a girl has a big body count is seen as not super, is because men are the one pursuing.
And that's facts.
So as you pursue, by the number of success of conquest you get, that's how you're judged. Like if you can line up successes, then obviously you know what you're doing. Yes. Obviously,
you know how to navigate with GPS system.
Yeah, and for a lady, usually they're the one being courted, pursued. So if you say yes to everybody, that means you have very weak character. So,
but some women do pursue too.
Yeah, indeed. It's 2021.
Yeah, it's 2021. Why not?
Like I said, I'm not talking anecdotally. I'm just talking in general. Like a general blanket. If we just take generally. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to, a woman out there, you see somebody you like, pursue.
Like we said last episode. If you see somebody, just walk to him
So
and
maybe
be like,
the guy
yo,
is
dude.
interested, but he's afraid. Maybe consent, 2021.
2021.
Girls, shoot
Just
yourself.
As well as some women still like to be pursued there too. So young
But
kids
you could-
listening.
You can give the guy green light and let him pursue you.
Exactly.
But some people need, especially 2021, some guys need full consent.
Full consent, yeah.
But King of the Streets, I don't need that. We don't do that here.
See your life.
We collect.
So,
you got another
talking
one for
about
us.
pursuing,
Yeah.
why are you guys so intimidated by women that are more successful than you are?
How do you
Okay,
mean successful?
let me-
At
wait, wait,
work
wait.
or...
Guys who are intimidated by those things are kids.
Okay.
I will put it that way, that's straight up. If you man successful, hey, sugar mommy.
Jesus is Lord.
No, okay.
okay.
So what answer you all want? You want the honest answer?
I want an honest answer.
You want the
honest answer.
old wise man?
No, no answer.
God.
You want my own answer,
Yeah.
not the old wise man's. Okay. Personally, I'm not, right? And I wouldn't be, because the degree or the amount of money somebody's making does not really dictate the kind of person they are. But however, I can understand, like, generally, success, especially career success, puts a lot of women in a weird position in which they have to choose between a career and the family life.
Yes.
I know a lot of people preach like women can do it all, blah, 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 and some can.
Yeah.
But however good at multitasking you are, if you have a career and a family life, you're going to have to split yourself in two.
True.
Yeah,
And a lot of guys who can afford a good living for the entire family would prefer having a woman that is not too successful, because with success comes everything that we understand that world. With success comes like all the meetings, the long hours, the travels, the meeting people, trying to convince people. Sometimes you have some, shady suggestion coming on the table to try and seal a deal. So all that in the mind of people is just like, yeah, we don't know what they do behind those closed doors. So it kind of puts people in a
but
weird
when it's
position.
a man doing that, it's okay. A woman should tolerate that.
It's a man's world.
Amen. Amen.
No, okay.
But you made a very good point there. Like, you did make a very good point. But it's hard, especially for women, to balance career and
Family life.
Or a man. No man wants to be kept second to place to a woman's job, a woman or something. No man wants to be second placed.
Yeah.
And no man was going to do that too. So you want
Not only, even for the children. Like, if you think about the children, I think they are a lot in need of their mothers to be present and to be able to, guide them.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, as soon as the children are born, you send them in a private school or a public school for them to be literally educated by the system.
And yeah, we all know the system are very, very...
Yeah, the system is like, it's a faceless monolith that can actually do whatever they want.
So it's not like guys are being intimidated. It's just like thinking long term.
Yeah. I mean, some are.
Those are kids.
You also, you have to understand one thing. The problem is, like, especially nowadays with social media, a lot of people have the pressure to be rich. A lot of guys have the pressure to be rich. A lot of women have unrealistic expectations. So whenever a guy comes forward and they're like, yeah, you have to pay me 50K per month if you want to be able to date me, stuff like that. We have heard that. We have seen that. There's example of such things.
Yeah,
so a lot of guys feel like, yeah, if she makes this kind of money and I have to take her out, I will need to take her to a restaurant that's on a level, and I might not be able to afford that. So as such, I'm just not gonna bother. But maybe what she wants is just to be taken on the side of, the river and then just take a walk. She doesn't even want to go to the restaurant.
That's what I was gonna say. It also depends with the character.
Yeah.
You can be very successful by your character as a person. You're a very humble person.
Yeah.
You don't aspire fancy stuff. You don't aspire fancy life.
But you can't blame...
But the man, most guys want
to be able to provide for you. They want to be able to be the
you
one.
You can still provide.
But
it's difficult, It's very hard. Plus, we know you ladies. You like to, You like to rub that thing. You like to rub that
No,
thing.
actually, that's what I was going to say. That's the character I was talking about.
Yeah.
Some women are out there, as soon as they become like, successful, they want to, rub
wield
it
that
in your
power.
face,
Yeah, they wanna wield it.
be like, yeah, I'm wearing the pants in this relationship now, which should not be the case. Just because,
Remember, you're the one saying it.
Sorry,
huh? So y'all heard it.
I'm sorry.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it.
No.
You know what?
You're confused.
Just admit it to be confused.
No. Okay, I'm just saying, just be successful.
Yeah.
Go your way and be successful, but also be humble.
Yes, be
character is the most important thing.
Yeah, character is the most important thing.
It doesn't matter really how successful you are. If you really truly love someone, there's a level of respect and esteem you give to them.
And that goes both ways.
Exactly. It goes both ways. To the point where one should not feel less than the other in the relationship.
But in today's relationships, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, it's very hard. Social media especially. With social media, it's very difficult. It's really difficult.
Is that really true love? Is that really true love?
Is Disney love true love?
Wow.
No, it's not.
I'm not talking about Disney love. I'm talking about
it's
love.
50 Shades of Grey love, true love.
Please, that's not love. Just so you know, that's not love. So yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Character, ladies, character.
Hey,
it's very important.
So we're winning the question.
No, you're not winning. It goes both ways. It goes both ways.
See how the answers are precise and concise. Straight to the point.
See, we know what we're doing.
We know what we're doing.
Guys, we listen.
Soon we are opening a podcast for counseling.
Hotline. The hotline you'll be calling.
The hotline.
Counseling.
Counseling.
Yeah. So, okay. Another question is that.
Yeah.
Let's dip this one into what are you guys doing to unlearn misogyny and patriarchy?
And patriarchy. Well, okay.
Kill them.
Should I kill them? Huh?
Kill them.
Okay. First of all, first and foremost.
Go down.
First and foremost, disclaimer, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody deserves to be treated equally.
Yes.
Women as equal value as men.
Yes.
In the workplace, they deserve to feel safe, not harassed, not catcalled, or anything, right? With that said, and that out of the way, I have a concern. Why the question is, what do we guys do to unlearn misogyny and patriarchy? Sounds as if like as soon as you're born a guy, you're a misogynist, which is not the case.
Yeah.
Obviously not.
No.
Right? And one thing that I would say I don't like about this old way of framing things, it's like, first of all, you are guilty until proven innocent. That's how it puts the precedent on guys, right? Like, you're a guy, patriarchy, misogyny, whatever. That's you first. Then you have to prove that you are not that, which is it's not true.
What if the other person, the woman, is a misogynist?
Yes. Plus, we have to be very careful with the definition of the words. When you say misogyny, what do you mean? Do you mean misogyny by I go down the street and I start, like Ted Bundy, I start to single out young women, I attack them, I rape them or whatever, I beat them, just them? Or if I tell a girl like, you know what, maybe this job is not for you. Is it the same thing?
All kind of misogyny.
No.
About.
Ted Bundy's misogyny, I do agree. But if I tell a girl like this job is not for you, it's not misogyny.
Based on what?
Based on the fact that maybe she doesn't have the muscles to do it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Like, I remember the video you sent me about the one who was opening a construction company.
Yes. Like maybe she doesn't have the muscles.
But then that's not her ladies. There are guys that don't have the muscles as well.
Yeah,
so then
but generally. No, it actually is included. Generally.
When it comes to muscles?
Think about it like this, right? What we see today, most people actually always argue about the fact that there's only men CEOs, women are left out, blah, 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 the glass ceiling, all the talk. Nobody talks about why there's not enough women bricklayers.
And that's facts.
Or women garbage collectors. Those people, or miners, or construction workers and stuff like that. Those people are the one building society we live in.
Okay.
Without them, everything will crumble. All this office work, CEO, all that will be nothing without those essential workers, right? Why nobody argues to get more women in there?
We do agree to that. Yeah. We do agree to that. Yeah. But the question today is, what are you guys doing? We know there's misogyny. We
don't have to do anything.
No.
We don't have to do anything if you're not guilty of that. That's what I'm saying. It's the question is really badly framed because it paints everybody as a misogynist. And then it asks you, what are you doing to be exactly? And to that question, I cannot answer to a question like that because it's a really, really disingenuous question.
Okay, so what is it that just think of it like this. You probably have a sister, you have someone cleose to you that might be experiencing that.
Experiencing what?
Experiencing misogyny.
What is misogyny? That's the thing. We have to be clear on the concepts.
And
what is
just
misogyny?
giving this as an example.
That's what I'm saying. What is misogyny? If I tell a girl like you cannot do this job because you don't have the muscle, or if I go out and just like beat one with a stick.
Okay, we should start.
It's not the same thing.
Do you believe that misogyny exists?
I do believe it exists. Yes, absolutely.
It's there. So what if someone is fixing that? Someone that you're close to, what would you do?
What would I do to help them?
To help them.
Well, lock them up. If they do a crime, put them in prison. Simple, easy. We deal with them like we deal with every other kind of criminal. Put them in prison. But I'm not going to go around and tell a young boy who just wants to play with his toy that, you're a misogynist and you have to unlearn it.
No, that's
rubbish.
But that is what is being taught.
Yeah. And that's what I don't agree with. Yeah. That's what I don't agree with.
Okay. Next.
Why are you holding back?
I'm not holding back.
You're holding back.
The thing is, no, I'm not holding back. The thing is, she's not precise with a question. If you give a more precise question, I just asked you.
Maybe she may, in a workplace, for example.
In a workplace, what kind of misogyny? Like the girl is discriminated just because she's a woman in the workplace. Okay, let's go. Let me crack my neck. Let me crack my neck first.
See, I'm experiencing it.
The thing is, you should never discriminate anybody at work based on the gender or looks or religion or ethnicity.
Yeah, beliefs.
Right? Yeah. However, a lot of the cases of supposed misogyny that we actually hear about today are cases of people just having delusions, being delusional. Right. You come into a company, you feel like just because I'm a woman, I deserve everything. You deserve nothing. You don't deserve jack shit.
True.
Yeah. Nobody deserves anything. You have to work.
Like everybody else.
If you are there, let's take a very clear and very real example. The gender pay gap. The mythic. The gender pay gap, right?
Yes.
One example was at the BBC, I think that was 2 years ago. There was the ladies that were complaining like they have the top anchor, female anchor, made like 40% less money than the top male anchor, right? So they said, okay, laid out like this, top female anchor, she makes a lot less money than top male anchor. It's unfair, right? We need to raise a salary. But then nobody ever asked how many hours she'd be working. How many hours she be working? How many numbers she be putting in?
And how long has
her show brings in, say, 10 million viewers per night, right? His show brings in 1 billion viewers per night. You can't weight them like that.
It's like the American football pay gap thing. It's exactly the same thing.
Exactly the same thing.
If anything, the women earn more than the men.
If you can by ratio. If you can do the ratio, they earn more. Same thing with the NBA. There was this champion from the WNBA and LeBron James saying LeBron makes a lot more money than she does. True. No shit. Because LeBron and the boys who play at the NBA brings a lot bigger numbers. They bring a lot more money. Obviously, they get a bigger share of the pie.
It's not rocket science. Do you guys bring in? Do you guys sustain that much crowd?
Yeah.
Like, can you bring maybe in one, maybe you guys have like 5 games. In one game, you bring 1 million. Maybe the next game, it drops.
That's the thing.
Your money is your percentage is also dropping too, but the guys.
For the guys?
Yeah, the guys also. So, as I was saying, the pay gap in the women section, like, the women bring in about 100, like in the last World Cup.
Yeah.
They brought in about 100 million.
No, it was about 200 million.
Let's say 200 million.
Yeah.
But the men brought in 6 billion.
6 billion.
Look at the difference. And the women get paid per percentage.
Yeah.
And everybody in the women league, in the women national team, get paid. But the men don't. The men only get paid if they play.
So they have a quota.
Yes.
Actually.
If you play, you get paid.
And also the money they have actually comes from endorsements. Mostly.
Not even the main...
The main league itself.
The main league.
Yeah. So obviously there is no effort to try and, put people on the side or not.
So,
because if there was, if there was, every company would be run by women. And that's for the simple reason that if it's easier, or like if it's cheaper to employ a woman instead of a man, every smart man will employ only women and pay less.
Yeah, I actually had a paper on that actually recently.
That's the thing.
I did have a paper on that, like why companies choose to hire men than women. Because they said in some countries, the government don't pay for paternity leave. Yeah. The company pays.
The company has to pay it. So a lot of them wants to stay clear from that.
Yes, because of that reason alone.
Yeah. So there's a lot of reasons. Like we said, the question is broad. We can go on and on, so we have to be specific.
Okay.
Yeah. So hit us up. We're ready.
Yeah.
You're ready. Okay, let's just go back to fun stuff.
Was it too serious for you?
That was that was
too
that
real.
was serious. That was so real.
Nobody was laughing.
Yeah, because it's a very sensitive topic to different people. So
Actually, it is.
That's why.
Actually, it is.
Yeah. So the other question, why do you guys have game and standards at the start? You know, at the beginning of a relationship when you're hunting. You have game, you have standards.
Hey!
Yeah,
but then you drop them after a few weeks.
But wait.
I said Alex suddenly asking we're asking too much. It feels like we're asking too much.
But what if it's the other way around?
How is that the other way around?
No, here's the thing. Like an old wise man.
No, please, that old wise man. I don't want to hear from him anymore.
Like an old wise man said.
I want to hear from you, not the old wise
Look,
man.
I'm just dropping a proverb and then we can go in and try to dissect it, right?
Okay.
Like an old wise man said, my son, you only put, food on the bait when you want to catch the fish. When the fish is caught, you don't need to. That's not me. That's the old wise man. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
If I was to say it, right? There's basically two reasons that I can think of. The first one is because most men are not, they do things sequentially.
Okay.
In sequence. Like I start with this and then I move on to this and I move on to that. Usually it's not like we hold many.
You guys have a
No, it's not a tactic. We don't usually hold a lot of balls in the air at the same time. We go sequentially, right?
Okay.
So when I'm pursuing you, if I am pursuing you,
show standards and,
I actually put everything on my side to try and get you. So I make effort. Extra effort to try and get
extra effort.
And as soon as I do get you
drop the effort.
I drop the effort partially because then I redirect my energy and my resources to maintaining the relationship.
Okay.
Because when I'm actually going after you, there's no relationship to maintain. I'm just trying to get you. When I get you, then I need to start maintaining that. And by maintaining, that usually means working longer hours. Notice that whenever men get married, usually, they kind of sit back and just start working day in, day out, because that's their way to maintain the relationship.
Okay.
Right?
By providing.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the thing. So it's not like guys do it on purpose just because it's fun to, hurt people.
How about the unmarried ones then?
Well, the unmarried ones,
how?
You also have to look on the other side, right?
Which is?
The other side is the ladies. You'll ask for too much. So we need to play games. We need to play games. Yeah, we need to play games.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Disney movies always end when they get married.
Bruh.
Because you're not ready for what happens after. Nobody's ready of what happens after.
Nobody.
The movies end when, the prince got the princess, the bells, bing, bing, that the movie ends because you're not ready for what comes next.
After, what comes next is a horror movie.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not just trying to explain how it works for most people. A lot of people can actually have a different opinion or a different way of doing things, but generally, that's how it works.
Okay. We're still on that. Where do you get the ability to juggle more women?
Why do we get the ability to juggle more women?
More than one woman.
Very simple.
How?
King of the street, you take this.
Hey, I was waiting for this question. Let me tell you the origin story of the King of the Streets. Back in 5025 BC, when I was still young.
Before Corona.
That's a long time ago.
I was young. Then I was a nice boy, nice church boy, doing my thing, my own business, believing in love, believing in like one man, until it hit me.
Yes.
She said no to the King of the Streets.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? I grew up.
And then you develop the sleight of hand.
Yeah, sleight of hands. Now, collect. When I take one, you go to the next one. King of the street level.
Yeah.
Then to another one.
Yeah.
Because now I have the ability.
Like they say, the monkey style. You never let go of a branch until you grab another one.
No.
That's a wise man who said that.
On a more serious note, I would say it's those who do that, maybe they have a lot of free time.
Yeah.
And they're doing it.
No, but I think I have a different theory.
Yeah.
The same way, like you said, ladies like to be pursued. They like to be pursued and hunted. It feels good. Even if you know you like the guy and you can actually just walk up to him and tell him, you prefer to be pursued.
Exactly.
A lot of guys prefer the thrill of hunting.
The hunting.
Okay.
The thrill of hunting. So I actually know for a fact a lot of dudes who they go for the hunt not because they want to go for the kill. They just want to see. You just want to feel.
They love that thrill.
That thrill. Like, is it going to say, do I still get it? Right?
Yeah.
Do I still got it? And oftentimes they get trapped.
Even women to do that. Women also want that thrill.
Yeah, the attention. Like they trigger the attention. Yeah. Maybe even if they don't want to give everything, they just trigger to get the attention.
They want the
yes.
Oh, okay, I see, got it. Maybe she's going out for the first time in a long time. She wants people to come approach her.
Yeah, to see her, to talk to her. Even if she doesn't give them her number, at least you just want to feel like she's wanted.
Yes.
You just want to feel like I'm still beautiful.
So it's the thrill of the hunt.
It's the same thing.
So now imagine you are hunting, you fall in the trap.
That's
yet
the
you
thing.
don't want to give
Then you learn.
You grow up again.
Then you grow up quick. Quick.
You grow up again.
You end up like Nick Cannon.
What the fuck?
Wow.
I know that guy.
Wow.
Please.
No.
Wow.
It's another topic.
No, but yeah, it's a true story. You end up like Nick Cannon.
But like the answer to your question is the thrill of the hunt, basically.
Yeah, it's the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah. Because maybe when the person was young, they didn't experience it that way, or I don't know, but it's always, it comes back to the thrill of the hunt, either it's for a man or for a woman.
I have something stupid to say though.
Oh my god.
I'm listening.
I got something stupid to say. I've once heard a guy who told me this. This is not me. It's another guy who said this. He told me this, and these were his words. Whenever I go after multiple women, I'm trying to build the perfect woman in my eyes, which means one may provide the looks. The other one may provide, say, the legs. The third one may provide the shape. The other one provide the intellect.
Oh my god.
And the third one provide the eyes. So all five together, like Bioman, Power Rangers.
Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers!
They fuse into these big robots. And then, boom, the woman of my dreams. That's what he said. I know it's pretty stupid, but he told me that.
It's pretty stupid.
It is pretty stupid, but that's what he said.
This is basically Le Diable c'est mon ami story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
guys, it was, you talked about it, right? The story that happened to your friend.
Yeah. Basically, that's the thing. So, it all depends, but generally, I think it's the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah. It all
so what do you guys do? Like, what if who you're with still gives you the thrill of the hunt? How can they still
Nah, they can't.
They can't.
They can't. Let's be blunt. Let's be realistic. They can't. They can't.
So when they start, you call it headache.
Here's the thing. That's not the thrill of the hunt.
No.
What's that?
I'm gonna make an analogy.
Yes, do that.
When you're hunting, you go to the forest or the bush, right? You have space, you have trees, you have obstacles, you have like nature and everything. If you go to a shooting range, the feeling is not the same. You might still shoot your gun. You might still hit some targets, but the feeling is not the same.
That's true.
So what makes the difference?
Difference is that before you were not mine and now you are mine. So it's no longer the same thing.
Ladies, and they say that the body count doesn't count.
Wow.
That was personal.
It was not.
No, that was personal.
I'm just drawing conclusion to everything. Like trying to put everything together and puzzle it together. Yeah,
but
you guys are like contradicting each other.
No. What I'm saying is what I'm saying. I'm not telling anybody to do it. Yeah. I'm not encouraging anybody to follow that. What I'm saying is what I'm saying.
True.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next one. Oh my god, this is PG. It needs a PG one.
Yeah, we're gonna bleep some. Just like try to put it in a nice
why
way.
is that men have this ego, so big ego when it comes to sexual activities? Like sexually, you guys are like...
How, in what way?
The same reason why the guy who has the biggest car wins.
Really? Actually, it's the opposite. If you have a Ferrari and you have a what?
No, the Ferrari has the biggest engine.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Oh, really?
Think about it.
Oh.
Oh, yes, Daddy. So
it says a lot about small men there.
Wow.
No. I think it has to do with the nature, the competitive nature of most men. Most men are competitive in everything. It doesn't only have to be in the bedroom.
In the bedroom, we are competitive by nature.
By nature, that's why we have sports. That's why we have fights. That's why we compete at work. That's why we compete to build the next best technology thing, because we have that competitive nature. And at the same time as it's a good thing, because that's what drives the research and development forward. It's also a bad thing, because if the competition is too hard, we actually lose sight of what's important, and it can actually devolve into some petty quarrels and fightings and trouble.
I see.
That's the thing. So
the next question is, why don't they take time to make a girl come?
Jesus!
This one way.
That's that is a good one.
Okay, let me jump in. Hey, these are 7 rounds.
Let's go Naira Maril on this one.
Yeah, guys, why? Who does that?
Actually, who does that?
Really? Who does that?
Fellas, let's talk.
Wait, guys, who does that? Like, seriously, you're making us look bad. That's
this is why they say men are trash.
Yeah. Why you don't make her come? She said to me patriarchy.
Why?
Start up misogynist. Yo, guys, why?
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna try to be devil's advocate here, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna try to be devil's advocate. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be devil's advocate here. It's not always that easy.
To make a girl come, that's what you mean?
Yes.
How is it
It's not always that easy.
To hit the G-spot.
Not only that. That's part of it. But it's not always that easy. Because some guys, a lot of them actually, don't have the same mental fortitude to be able to, when they are doing things, to control themselves.
Okay.
Because some girls goes the length. Some girls are actually really quick. It all depends. If a guy doesn't have the moral fortitude, if a girl goes the length, he's never gonna be able to make it.
Okay.
True. When you get to that point, it's like, resisting the ocean. Resisting the ocean, trying to fight back a wave. When you're in the water and the waves are hitting, it doesn't matter how strong you swim.
Of the meme of that guy trying to close the Coca-Cola.
We gotta put that one. We can't put that one. But yeah.
And the sound he was making.
Basically, that's the thing. And also another thing is that guys usually get there faster.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of girls don't say what they want.
Okay.
They expect you to read them.
We get it.
Ladies, why?
You are compatible.
If compatible,
yeah,
but not compatible.
Compatibility is also.
You all should talk. Use your words.
No, what talk? No, we can read minds.
Can read minds.
Yeah, we can read minds.
Then you get what you get. Then you get what you get.
You be there waiting. I'll be done.
Yo, yeah, and I sleep. Windows XP style. I'm gone. Yeah, actually, but on a serious note though, it's also a problem of communication.
Okay.
A lot of girls don't say what they want or how they want things to be. So they just leave it to the guy's own devices. Some actually can observe and know what they're doing. Some others are just selfish. Some others are just like they don't know what they're doing. Yeah. They're just like, okay.
All they know is
it's nice.
It's in.
So it's okay.
First to win the race.
And as actually a pretty dark side of this whole thing is like some cultures have this woman circumcision, excision, they call it. And one of the reasons why that thing was being done to the women was for the men not to have to put any effort.
Really?
Yes. Because when they do the whole thing, the women have basically normal feelings. Yeah. Like sexual activities are just for procreation. They feel nothing anymore. Well, maybe not nothing,
that's savage.
But yeah. And that's to actually ensure that whether the man is performant or not, she will not, quote unquote, leave her house or whatever. So There is a little bit of everything.
You know, God created that feeling to be enjoyed, not only
Who
to
said
procreate.
that? Show me the verse. Where it says
The
like the
Bible
woman shall
verse.
enjoy. Show me the Bible verse. Hey.
No, it was put there to bring joy to the world. Joy to the world.
Show me I need to have a Bible verse on this one.
Yeah,
I'm not letting it go.
It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. I saw it. Yeah.
Is it like Solomon and stuff?
Okay,
Because it was a
I'm
freaky
coming
one.
back with it.
Solomon, even David.
David, yeah. Yo, you see that guy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The last
let's go.
question is, why do you tie everything to your masculinity?
What?
Like some stuff you don't do just because of, you
Because
know.
I got balls, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got this thing called,
Cojones.
So,
They're called cojones. Yeah. That's the right answer. Whenever your lady is like, go make me a sandwich, like, no, I can't do it. I have this thing preventing me from doing it. If she asks you what that is, you're like,
If I go
yeah.
to the kitchen, I'm gonna grow boobs.
ow.
That's what my mom told me. Okay, let's be serious. Growing up as a kid, I always liked to be in the kitchen. Because whenever my mom would cook, I would always, true story, I would always like to taste. You know, I always
Oh,
have
you
like
were
a
there
piece
to
of
taste.
I was the goûteur,
le goûteur.
you know. I always have like this piece of chicken here and there, you know, I like that so much. So she told me, as a guy, as a dude, as a man, you should not be in the kitchen. Because if you come in the kitchen and be like a woman, you're going to grow boobs. I got scared. I got traumatized to this day.
But you see her reason behind
And
it
that
is
is-
for you not to.
And fellas, that is the reason that prevents me from being in the kitchen.
What?
You told us why.
What is all
You
this?
told us why your
No, at least I
mother.
have PTSD.
Yeah,
I just explained.
Actually,
I explained why.
it's valid. It's
But
valid.
okay, all the other guys out there, why don't you do it?
Like, what's your excuse?
Why
What's
do
your
you blame
excuse?
Let us
everything on
know.
masculinity?
Let us know.
Nah, we don't always blame everything on masculinity. I think some things just doesn't feel right.
And some things you want the other person, you don't want your partner to do it because then you actually appreciate it more.
Oftentimes they do it better. Let's just put it out there. Oftentimes they do it better. So you feel like, yeah, let them do it instead.
Because they're better at
But then at the same time, if say your partner is sick, you know, or like working long hours, then y'all couldn't actually just sit and compromise and agree on some things. I know a lot of ladies who don't allow their men to even touch the dishes or anything because they feel like if the guy is doing it, what is my job? What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, depending on
Right?
the cultures as well.
It depends on the culture,
Yeah.
depends on each and everybody. So basically, I feel like a lot of guys use that as just an excuse to be lazy or just to, you know, try to take advantage of other people.
Yeah.
That's a dick move. That's a dick move. You all shouldn't do that. However, some things, it's all a matter of how you agree,
Yeah.
right?
Communication.
And if you're in a relationship, you're dating, you're married, whatever the case may be, it all comes down to communication. You learn to know your partner because each and every relationship is different in some sort. Yeah. Well, what we're saying is just general stuff. Might be the case for you, might not be the case for you, might agree, might disagree. It is what it is. Yeah. So that's what I have to say about it.
Yeah. Actually, this last one question, this was off the record, off the questions. Why do you act like babies when you're sick?
We want people to take care of us.
True story.
Yeah.
True story.
Like,
No. There's literally this one person I know when they
Yeah.
get sick, they didn't want me to take care of them.
Yeah,
this
maybe
one guy.
Toxic
He
masculinity.
was like,
That's toxic.
It's a misogynist.
Fellas.
ne me materne pas. Literally.
yeah,
like,
that is a misogynist, that guy.
like
Slap
why?
him. Give him hot slap.
Yeah.
Give him hot
Once
slap.
you are sick, baby, let's go take care of you. Drink milk
Nah,
from the source.
Wow.
I don't know really if that is true generally. But I can understand that oftentimes you just want to have, you know, some
Comfort.
attention.
Yeah.
You don't just want to be the baby that, you know, they come and they rub your head, they rub your head.
Guys do it once in a month or once in a while. Guys do it every day.
Actually, as a matter of fact.
So why not us every now and then? Like,
As a matter
hey,
of fact, yeah.
hey.
Because you call them, actually, women, let me talk to you. Don't call you. Maybe I'm no, sorry.
Who said that you are?
Yeah.
We don't catch on. We got you. Who said that you are?
A man do it once, it's a crime. You guys do it every day. It's allowed.
I was gonna say, don't call your men baby.
No, but another thing that just hit
That's
me
where
now.
it comes from.
Another thing that just hit me now. I think like a lot of guys do that only with people they trust.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, when they're sick home, that's when they become babies. But then when they're out there, they still, you know.
Terminator, yeah.
So you mean that guy didn't trust me? When he was like, on se fait pas materner.
Maybe
Maybe it's just too toxic.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just too toxic. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because there's some kind of people like that.
That
They
guy
just,
next
you know,
to slap him.
they got the
Slap him next time. Yeah.
It's so deadly.
testosterone levels are too high. But again, it depends on each and everybody.
Yeah, at the end, everybody's different, but most people, if they behave like that, but they trust the person, like you said, and they want to be cared for.
It feels good though.
Yeah.
It feels good though. You know, you're just there laying down. You have a reason not to go to the kitchen.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. You have a reason not to be guilty with no guilt.
You don't grow
with no
boobs.
guilt.
That's why.
Yo, I'm traumatized to this day. I'm not even making this shit up. That's true story. I'm traumatized to this day. Yeah.
But that's all the questions that I had.
I was actually
for
ready
you guys,
for more. I'm
Have
still
you seen
hungry.
the time? We can have part 2.
Yeah, we can have part 2.
Yeah, we can have it. Yeah.
So
This is the longest podcast ever.
I'm still hungry. I'm not satisfied. You need to bring some more challenging ones. You know.
Really? Wow. Confused. Oh.
That's the word of the day.
You got confusion. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah.
Of course, why not? Hot questions. Like if you can make some clarity for people, why not?
Yeah. Anyway, it's always good to ask questions because then you get to hear other people's perspective.
Exactly. Both perspectives.
Whether you agree with it or not, or whether it's true or not, or whether it's your case or it's not. So it's always good to have some kind of perspective. Mm-hmm. It's always good to have perspective. So yeah, if you get some more questions, just come and hit us up. Definitely. Because if I have to ask ladies why, it's gonna be like 10.
No, next one I'm gonna have more questions for ladies.
Episodes. Yeah, because last time we went nice on.
What nice?
We've been asking about sunset. See them asking about misogyny.
In fact,
I got taken a bay. Let's start compiling.
Women, why are you feminist?
Jesus is Lord.
Today's about the guys.
Okay.
Next week, that's my question.
We should respect that.
Yeah.
But that's it. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for hosting me.
Yeah, even if your questions were straight daggers, trying to kill us here.
Don't kill the messenger.
For next week, we know what to do now.
Yeah, so thank you for being with us. Thank you for listening. And as always, my name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Catch up in the next one.
Yep.
But I do so make it drone and baby.